What is going on, everyone? Misha Wilson here, coming at you on a Wednesday afternoon from the bright and sunny island of Maui, Hawaii, for another episode of Marketing with Misha. Let me know what your name is and where you're coming in from. All of my Super Affiliate Network members, if you guys get value out of this Facebook Live, go ahead and share it as a way that I, of course, know that you guys are getting value. And if, of course, you get value and you guys share this a bunch, I'll know that, of course, you like this kind of content. And again, I'll be sure to do more of it in the future. So if you don't get value, don't share. If you do, go ahead and share. So let me know what your name is and where you're coming in from. And I'm going to go ahead and hop right into today's content. And I'm going to tell a little story, and I'm going to illustrate the most costly marketing mistake that I've ever personally made when it comes, well, one of the most costly marketing mistakes that I've ever made in my life. The other one is not investing in mentorship sooner, because the minute I invested in mentorship, my business accelerated and I was able to hit six figures very quickly. You know, results not typical, all that jazz. But the other one has to do with expectations when it comes to building a list, when it comes to going ahead and building a following, when it comes to going ahead and building that audience that everyone wants to build, but very few people really understand how to go ahead and market to. And it was actually brought on by listening to a marketing training. I'm always investing in myself. I'm always investing in my education. I'm always investing my time, my effort, and my energy in trying to get better. And last night I went to sleep actually watching a marketing training by a guy named Perry Belcher, one of the smartest marketers, one of the brightest, most, just genius brains out there when it comes to marketing in our space. And he was sharing actually his different follow-up strategies that are working for him right now. He was sharing something called the Octopus Method. Look it up, Google it. Awesome training. And again, he was just talking about follow-up in general. And he was talking about something that he deals with his clients, that we deal with our clients, that holds so many people back, and which also held me back in my own personal journey. So I remember when I was first getting started, again, I was just trying to make some money, right? And I saw this ad, how to make $10,000 per month from home. And at the time, I was on my last dimes. I had no money left. I was essentially living off of my dad, which felt, bad. I felt ashamed. I just kind of felt like a loser based on the fact that my dad was supporting me at the time. And that's what kind of brought me to this whole internet marketing thing to begin with, right? That inner shame, that inner not being able to really, support myself just felt humiliating. And again, I wanted the dream. I wanted the laptop lifestyle. I saw these ads, I saw these videos, I saw these offers, I saw these amazing sales pitches, and I wanted to live the dream, right? And more than anything, looking back, I just wanted freedom, because I wanted to get out of that space of feeling like a complete and total loser deep down and of kind of being ashamed of myself. But that was the goal. And I remember learning about list building for the very first time. I remember learning about list building, the power of your list. And when you build an email list, you can send an email and make money on demand. When you build an email list, on average, you'll make just about $1 per email list subscriber on your list. And that's what I was told, that's what I was sold, that's what I bought into really hard. And so naturally, after going ahead and learning that, my plan was I was gonna go above and beyond to build my email list as quickly as humanly possible. I was gonna take out loans, I was gonna hustle up money, I was gonna spend all of my money that I had coming in from my job on building up my email list, and I was gonna build my list come hell or high water, right? And that's actually exactly what I did. I wouldn't recommend doing this if you're just getting started, but to be completely and totally transparent, I actually just completely and totally copied someone else's capture page that I knew was converting really well. At the time, I didn't realize that it probably wasn't the most ethical or legal thing to do, but mistakes we make when we're first getting started, right? So I copied someone's capture page essentially verbatim. I created my own little bridge page, and I sent a bunch of traffic through this sales funnel to go ahead and build my email list. And very quickly, I built my list up to about 10,000 people. Very quickly, I built my list, I think up to just actually about 11,000 people, 10,900 and something. And I worked really hard to build that list. I had to learn skill sets. I had to learn how to set up a capture page. I had to learn how to set up a bridge page. I had to learn how to set up autoresponders, all that jazz that goes in to going ahead and building a list. And I had been told so much that the money was in the list and the money was in the relationship with the list, and that's how I was going to make money through selling stuff to these people. But once I had that list built, I had no clue what to do. And once I had that list built, I was hesitant about mailing that list offers. Once I had that list built, I had this thing inside of myself that was telling myself, because I have this list, I'm just going to provide a bunch of value to this list. I'm just going to, teach awesome lessons and share awesome content and share awesome stories. And I'm just going to, go above and beyond, provide so much value to these subscribers. And then for some strange reason, subscribers, credit cards are going to magically levitate out of their pockets and input the information into their computer on their own. And I'm going to make a bunch of money when that happens, if I just provide a bunch of value, right? Because I had kind of been sold at that time the entire attraction marketing dream. And when you build your list, provide value to it, and they'll want to reciprocate, which again, I'm not saying don't provide value, but it's a flawed concept when it's only providing value and no actual selling to the list, no follow-up to the list, right? And I did that for the first 6 to 9 months. All I did in my marketing journey, I actually built that list really quickly because I invested a bunch of money really quickly and lost a bunch of money really quickly. But I built that list, and for the first 6 to 9 months, all I did was share content. All I did was share blog posts. All I did was send videos out to that list. All I did was write written, how-to emails and send those out to the list. And all I did was try to provide more and more and more value to my audience without ever actually asking for a sale, without ever actually sending people back to my sales page, without ever actually going ahead and having a direct call to action to go ahead and purchase something, providing bonuses, maybe something to go ahead and get someone to buy. And as a result, no one bought. As a result, that $10,000 that I invested in building my list that I could have made back very easily and then some if I would have known what I was doing in marketing was lost, and I was left just really bummed out, really deflated. And I felt like, God, I had the list, I built the list, and what the hell happened? My list isn't worth anything, right? And I was totally bummed. And that was just kind of one of the crappy points. But I remember, luckily, I got an invitation one night. And again, I'll tie this into what, this has to do with Perry Belcher in just a minute. But I got an invitation to a training one evening with one of my mentors, a guy named Dagan Smith. And Dagan on that webinar shared something for the very first time, shared, just a thought process about your list that I'd never heard, and shared a concept called talk radio email, where essentially you look at your list as a baseball stadium. You look at your list as a radio station, where if you go into a baseball stadium, what are they going to do? You're going to sit in the seat, and they're going to provide irresistible education and entertainment with, of course, the baseball game. And then on the actual breaks, they're going to sell you stuff. The billboards are going to be selling you stuff. The big TVs are going to be selling you stuff. They're going to be coming through, selling you hot dogs, selling you drinks. They're going to, ruthlessly sell to you on every single one of the commercial breaks. Then when it's back to the actual, baseball game, you can watch the thing you're liking and again, carry on, right? So that's, again, essentially the principle. In the same context, the kind of like, again, a talk radio, station where the person will come on and talk, or maybe it's a song if it's not a talk radio, if it's just a regular radio station. The song will provide value, entertainment, content, and so on and so forth. And give me some likes, comments, hearts, shares. Kanisha, Brown, good to see all of you guys. Judith, David, Ryan, Amber, Starzy, Kershana, give me some likes, comments, hearts, shares if you guys are getting value out of this. If you're not, don't share it, obviously, but if you like these kind of episodes here, go ahead and share it, and I'll know, so I'll do more episodes just like this one. But anyway, just like an actual regular radio show, again, the goal of course, a radio show, song, and then pitch. Song, commercial break with a pitch. Song, commercial break with a pitch. And Dagan said to treat your email list in that fashion. Every single morning, send some sort of content, send some sort of entertainment, some sort of value, some sort of lesson you learned. What happened today with a tied-in lesson and a call to action, and then the evening, a straight sales pitch, all right? So morning content, evening, straight sales pitch, and that was the fastest way to monetize a list. And what I realized at that point, the big epiphany moment that I had at that point in my journey was that, holy crap, I had been, spending money to fill the seats of the baseball stadium, but I hadn't been playing the ads. I hadn't been selling the drinks. I hadn't been selling the hot dogs. I hadn't been selling the different items that made the whole thing profitable. I hadn't even been selling ticket sales at the time, right? I had been spending all of the money to get people on my actual radio show, but then every single commercial break, I wasn't selling anything. Every single time it went to commercial break, I didn't have anything to offer. And so firstly, my subscribers weren't getting as much value as they could have if they would have purchased offers that could change their life, because every big breakthrough, every big transformation usually comes after someone goes ahead and makes a decision to take out their credit card and invest in something, right? So firstly, my subscribers weren't getting nearly the value that they could have. And then secondly, I wasn't making any sales. And I realized I'd completely and totally missed 50% or over 50%, 100% of what actually drives sales. And as a result, I had this big email list that was completely and totally dead at the time, and I had made no sales in the process. And it completely and totally sucked. But, one of my traits that I think, serves me, but I think, serves a lot of successful people is that I'll learn something, I'll get back up, I'll learn from my mistakes, and I'll get back on the horse and I'll do it. And so immediately what I did was actually Dagan at a traffic agency at the time. I invested a ton of money with traffic, with Dagan. I sent 2 emails per day, each and every single day. I found a bunch of really good affiliate offers that I believed in, that I trusted. I was sending out different offers all the time. Every single afternoon, usually a different offer of some sort. Value, content, blog posts, videos in the morning. And the combination of having the right sales funnel on the front end to build my list, self-liquidate, and then going ahead and sending those emails on a daily basis, building relationships, selling, and going ahead and once again actually providing offers to that list is the combination of activities that allowed me to create my breakthrough, allowed me to get to 6 figures in my business, and again allowed me to finally achieve that success that I had been looking for when I first got started. And really, again, it was the thing that allowed me to kind of, get out of that state of feeling like such a loser with my dad supporting me, and support myself for the very first time and move out into a house just down the street from where I'm in right now and support myself and feel like, someone who is providing value and actually adding to the world in a positive way. And just kind of, get rid of that, self shame and inner stuff that we deal with sometimes when, again, we aren't necessarily proud of where we're at in life. And that, again, was the lesson. And that's exactly what Perry Belcher actually shared last night. He shared the principle that, again, one of the things that he has the hardest time getting people to do is actually mail their list. And one of the things that we have the hardest time getting our people to do is actually mail their list. They'll build a list, but then they look at it. They'll build a list, but then they'll look at how pretty it is and how big it is and, how many people they have on it. And they're afraid to break the relationship. They're afraid to sell. They're afraid to, do anything that might potentially cause someone on that list to dislike them. And at the end of the day, they're leaving thousands, if not tens of thousands of dollars on the table, because on average, you're going to need just about 7 to 11 exposures to your offer before someone buys. That's with the best sales process, that's with the best sales message, that's with the best, follow-up sequence, and so on and so forth. You need just about 7 to 11 exposures to your offer with direct response marketing for people to really even understand you exist at this time with all the ADHD within the actual marketplace. And for people to give you any attention, you need to go ahead and follow up relentlessly to go ahead and make sales. So what Perry recommended and what I recommend is, again, email your list twice a day, each and every single day. 80% fun, 80% entertainment, 20% content. So 80% story, 80% just bringing them into your world, showing them a good time, sharing a lesson like I did just now with this Facebook Live through an actual story. 20% straight up how-to content, and then in the evening, every single evening, direct sales pitch, direct sales pitch, direct sales pitch. Look at your list like that baseball stadium. Look at that list like, the talk radio show. And if you're not sending those sales messages, if you're not going ahead and, sending those direct messages asking for a sale, you are filling up the stadium without ever, having anything to sell. You're filling up the stadium without offering beer, a Coke, and a hot dog. You're, paying to get thousands of people on your radio show, but then every single commercial break, you're not having anything for them to buy. There's no commercial, there's no sponsorship, there's nothing, and there's no way to monetize. And at the end of the day, we are in business in order to go ahead and make money. And the only way that we can stay in business to provide value, to create an impact, which of course I know at the end of the day is what we're all after, creating impact and creating legacy within our businesses. The only way we can do that is if we keep profitable, if we stay profitable, if we drive revenue, if we focus on driving sales and marketing and revenue and innovation. That's the only way, end game, that we stay in business so we can create the impact that we're looking to create. So that's my message for you here today. Give me some likes, comments, hearts, shares, all that jazz if you guys got value. And again, for my Super Affiliate Network members, if you guys got value out of today's Facebook Live, go ahead, share it a bunch. And if I see a bunch of shares on this, I'll know that you guys did get value, and I'll do more Facebook Lives just like this one. And hey, if you didn't get value, that's fine too. Don't share it, and we'll look at the data, and I'll do Facebook Lives that are a little bit different. So give me some likes, comments, hearts, shares if you guys got value. And for more, of course, Marketing with Misha episodes just like this one, and to download my free report, The 7 Deadly Sins of Internet Marketing, where I share with you specifically the 7 things that most people get wrong, which keep them stuck and struggling and overwhelmed and confused in their journey. But more importantly, how you can quickly and easily overcome those things to build a business that gives you, profits, that gives you financial freedom, but also allows you to give back to a marketplace in need and have time freedom to spend with your friends and your family and your loved ones. If you want to learn, of course, those 7 things and how to overcome them, head over to MishaWilson.com, check out all of my various latest episodes of Marketing with Misha, and again, go ahead, download a free copy of my report, The 7 Deadly Sins of Internet Marketing. You'll see it right there on the actual sales page. And with that said, give me some likes, comments, hearts, shares. If you guys got value, I appreciate each and every single one of you. Have an awesome night, and talk soon. All right, guys, later.